Hello everyone, we are going to solve Codechef Starter 219, 4th division, 4th question, ones and zeros. Let's understand the question. We are given a binary string s and given a function f of s. The function is defined as follows. A prefix s of 1 to I is called good if it contains as many ones as zeros. That means in a prefix, if you consider a binary string from 1 to a certain index I, the count of ones should be greater than or equal to count of zeros. Okay, and f of s is the number of good prefixes of the string, and we need to find out how many good prefixes are there for a binary string s. Let's understand this with some examples. So if we consider this example 0110, the prefixes that are possible are 0, which is 1 to 1, and 0 comma 1, which is 1 to 2, and this is 1 to 3, and this is 1 to 4. These are the possible prefixes. Let's start counting them. So initially count of ones are 0 and count of zeros are also 0. The first prefix comes and we see a 0, so we will increment 0 by 1, and we check, is the count of ones greater than count of zeros? No, and we initially the answer would be 0. So in this, for this prefix, answer won't change. If we consider the second example 0 and 1, the count of ones is 1 and count of zeros is 0. Can we consider this? Yes, because the question stated that at least as many ones as zeros. That means ones should be greater than or equal to zeros. So we can consider this, and we will increment our answer from 0 to 1. If we consider, I will tick that. If we consider the next example 011, next prefix, the count of ones will increment to 2. Can we consider this? Yes. For the next example 0110, the count of zeros will also become 2. The count of ones is greater than or equal to 2. Yes, so we can also consider this. So the answer will become 2. From 2 it will become 3. So for this, answer would be 3. Let's understand this with one more example. 0011. For this, these are the possible prefixes. For each prefix, we will try to find out the count of zeros, initially 0, and count of ones, initially 0, and the answer is also 0. So we will start iterating and we will get the first prefix. Count of 0 will become 1. So count of ones is greater than or equal to 0? No. So answer won't increment. The next example comes. The next example comes and the count will become 2. Count of zeros will become 2. 0 is not greater than or equal to 2. So this is also not possible. For the next example, this 0 will become 1. Still, count of zeros is more than 1. So this is also not possible. For the next example, this will become 2. So count of ones is greater than or equal to count of zeros. So this is possible. And our answer will become 1. In the question, they have mentioned, in the question constraints, they have mentioned that n will be from 2 to 10 power 5. That means the length of the string could be 10 power 5. So n square solution is not possible for this. Let's understand how can we do it in an order of n time complexity. So initially, I will start from the first index. The first index will give me 1. Initially, my count of ones is 0. My count of zeros is also 0. And answer variable is also 0. Right? So first 1 will come. I will increment my 1. Count of ones by 1. And I will check, is count of ones greater than count of zeros? Yes, my answer will be incremented by 1. Next 0 will come. Increment this. Is 1 greater than or equal to 1? Yes. Increment the answer value. Next 1 comes, this will become 2. Is 2 greater than or equal to 1? Yes. Answer will become 3. Next index, I will get 0. This will become 2. Is 2 greater than or equal to 2? Yes. My answer will become 4. At this point, my answer will become 4. Right? So what am I doing? I am traversing the binary string linearly, considering every index and checking from 1 to that particular index is count of ones greater than or equal to count of zeros or not. In this way, I will traverse the whole binary string and check if it is possible or not. If it is possible, then I will increment my answer. If the count of ones is not greater than count of zeros, greater than or equal to count of zeros, then I won't increment my answer. Let's understand this with one last example. In this case, in this test case also, count of ones will be 0, count of zeros will be 0, and our answer is also 0 initially. 1 will come, increment this, 1 greater than or equal to 0, yes, answer will be 1. Next 1 comes, increment 1, 2 greater than or equal to 0, 2. Next also 1 comes, this will become 3, answer will become 3 because 3 is greater than or equal to 0. Next 0 comes, this will become 1, 3 is greater than or equal to 1, yes, this will become 4. Next 5th index 0 will come, and count of zeros will become 2, 3 greater than or equal to 2, yes, answer will become 5. So this is how you can approach this. Let's write the pseudocode for this problem. So what am I doing? From initially 0th index to I am going until the last index, and I will get the character string of I. If that character is 1, then simply increment count of ones, else increment count of zeros. At the end, check for every prefix. If count of ones is greater than or equal to count of zeros. If this is possible, then increment my answer by 1. At the end, just print your answer. So this is how you can approach this. Thank you.